Hello, happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday, Hayley.
Happy Monday, Micah.
Hey, welcome to the Monday Lunchtime Digest, where Hayley and I talk about what is going on with the Oklahoma Counseling Institute and also what is going on in the world of mental health. So, Hayley, what is going on in with the Oklahoma Counseling Institute?
So we have lots and lots of updates because we have lots and lots of trainings coming up. Starting next week. Oh my gosh, it'll be next Saturday. Saturday, October 5th, we're going to welcome back Dr. Paul Hardy for a full day of substance abuse specific trainings. And so he is going to be talking about in the morning solutions focused therapy for substance abuse treatment. In the afternoon, he'll be talking about working with children, adolescents, and families undergoing substance abuse treatment. And so I really enjoyed Dr. Hardy's training last time, and he got like a 9.8 out of 10 on all of his presenter scores. So I think we're going to be in for a treat. I'm really excited to have him back. On top of all that, we have almost our entire lineup for the rest of the year up and ready to go. And so we have everything from cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia to ethical and legal considerations to consider when we're being called to court to CBT for autism in adults. And so if you have any questions or if you'd like to sign up for our trainings, be sure to go to counselinginstitute.org. Not only will you see the calendar of all the saved dates for when we're going to have our trainings, but like I said, most trainings are up and ready to sign up today. So be sure to check them out.
Awesome, great. And I know we also have some on-demand trainings that recently got uploaded as well.
Yes, we have two that were just uploaded. One of them is a supervision training with our very own Sarah McFadden. So that one meets criteria for 3 hours of supervision. And the other one is ethical considerations for working with the Latinx community. So that was presented by Dr. Christine Coleman a couple of weeks ago. And then later this afternoon, we'll also have the IFS training with Dr. Paul Emmerich up. I'm exporting the last video as we speak. So as soon as that is uploaded, then that training will be published.
Ah, nice. And I know that I think, what was it, yesterday or day before was the first day of fall. And I know we're just now getting into fall. And so we probably don't want to be thinking about summer already, but we want people to save the date for our Summer Super Summit, which will be May 14th and 15th of next year. And I know Hayley and we've been talking and working on getting the program ready for that as well. And I know I say it every time, but I think it's going to be more super than last year.
Yes, and Mike, it'll be May 15th and 16th next year, Thursday and Friday.
So it's May
15th and 16th.
15th and 16th?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see if I can change that real quick. Sorry, everyone. I thought so. May 14th is my anniversary.
Oh.
And so I had it in my mind that it was going to be on my anniversary, but apparently it's going to be the day after my anniversary.
I think Trinity will be happy to hear that.
I think she will be too. I think I was a little sheepish to tell her, like, yeah, we have a training scheduled for that day. So
not anymore.
Anyway. So it's fixed. So it is May 15th and 16th. There we go. Next year. So save the date, that Thursday and Friday. It will be at Embassy Suites Airport there on Meridian, same place where we were at last year. And again, we're working on the program, and I think it's going to be a really, really great program. So as you are looking at maybe your one conference of the year that you want to go to, we hope that you will consider the Summer Super Summit. We feel like that each year has just gotten better and better, and we hope that you will come see us then.
Yes, and we hope to have 14 hours of continuing education again this year. Well, we will have at least 10 hours of drug and alcohol specific, 3 hours of ethics, 3 hours of supervision, lots of strength-based, and lots of fun. So please join us this year. Save the date.
Yes, absolutely. So, and if you want to have a booth or want to advertise in the program, then you can reach out to Hayley. And so you can just email hello@edmondcounseling.com or call or text 405-440-3034 and talk with Hayley about how you can be a sponsor at the Summer Super Summit or have a booth or have an ad in the program.
Yes, so we'll be having that registration up in the next week or so.
Awesome. So, Hayley, what do we have going on in the world of mental health?
And so I recently came across an article in KOSU that outlined a recent press release by ODMH stating that they will be removing the vending machines for Narcan and fentanyl test strips. And so I went through and read the press release as well. And what was stated was that the program was not as cost effective as they hoped it would be. And it was very difficult logistically to fill the machines. Now, the press release also said that they did not get the expected outcomes in the data. Now, the press release didn't say what ODMH was expecting when it comes to the outcomes versus what those outcomes were. But according to the report by KOSU, Johns Hopkins researchers have found that those kinds of vending machines have shown a reduction in overdoses, have shown a reduction in deaths related to overdoses in fentanyl. And so I'm not really sure what the Oklahoma data was compared to, again, what they were looking for and what the nationally is being shown. But instead of having the vending machines, what they're going to do is put up a QR code so that way folks will be able to get those resources still. And so it might not be immediately available. And so if you're not familiar with the machines, I saw them quite a bit whenever I traveled along the turnpike or along I-30, I-44. For example, the big McDonald's over as halfway between us and Missouri that has a Will Rogers statue, like they had a couple of those machines in there. And so they're really accessible, but they just said that logistically it was difficult to keep up with them. So I'm eager to see what other initiatives they're going to find instead of the vending machines. Hopefully it'll be as accessible as those vending machines are, because I know those are very helpful in saving lives and being readily available. And so to be continued.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Hayley, for that. Appreciate it. And also have some news about Oklahoma Department of Mental Health. So recently, a federal judge has approved a preliminary order that would require the Oklahoma Department of Mental Health to provide competency assessments for people who are determined to be, criminally insane or incompetent to stand trial. And are put in a place such as Bonita or some other place like that, that they are to receive services within 3 weeks to help them to become competent. And so right now, Governor Stitt and also our new Oklahoma Department of Mental Health deputy, it's Allie, what's her name?
Allie Friesen, the commissioner of the ODMH.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. So, they are trying to, work with the feds in trying to figure out a way that this can actually happen, because, to go from right now, it's years before they're able to receive services until, to bring it up to 3 weeks. And so that is a big, huge change. So that's something that recently came out that the federal judge is ruling.
Wow. And so I'm interested to see how that will play out too. How are we going to get folks connected with resources or to get them mental health treatment within that 3 weeks? Because it already is a challenge to get folks mental health treatment, especially those folks who are housed in county jails right now, because that's the only place they can go. They need that mental health treatment. There's nowhere else for them to go. There's already been a struggle in getting them connected with resources, and some folks have been jailed for a year or more awaiting mental health services. And so again, just eager to see how logistically that plays out too.
Yeah.
It's needed.
But. Yeah, for sure. So Hayley, do you have other news?
No other news this week.
Okay, well, I have one more piece of news. And so since it's Suicide Prevention Month, the Oklahoma City Indian Health Clinic recently released a statement to help raise awareness of mental health needs of Native Americans. And so they released in their press release that American Indians are 20% higher than any other racial group for suicides. So I found that, very unfortunate and disturbing that there's such a discrepancy, 20% higher than other racial groups.
It's troubling. And whenever I was a researcher at OSU, I worked in the suicide and affect laboratory. And I worked under the direction of a doctoral student who was specifically studying suicidality among Native American and Alaskan Native folks. And what her research really found is that there's a huge lack of research specifically for Native American folks. And so that lack of research for the considerations or cultural implications of suicidality assessment and intervention really has shown to make it more troubling and make it more difficult to serve folks within the community, as well as have those resources available. And so it's a really, it's not only about research, not only about resources, but also an understanding of how do we best serve these folks.
Right, definitely. All right, well, Hayley, do we have a winner for this week's drawing?
We do. Our winner this week is our friend Emily White.
Hey, Emily, congratulations. So, Emily, you have won a Starbucks gift card. Hopefully you can get your pumpkin spice on if that is what you are into.
Or
And
a pup cup for her pit bulls.
oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I know we talked before about people being either pro pumpkin spice or not pumpkin spice, but Emily, you will be getting that from us. So congratulations on winning the drawing for the Monday Lunchtime Digest. So, Hayley, how can people be like Emily?
You can be like Emily by liking this post, sharing this post, or commenting. And every time you do one of those three things, you get another chance to win. And so, if you would like to comment on this week's post, please answer this question. What is your favorite fall activity? Micah, let's start with you. What is your favorite fall activity?
Oh, my favorite fall activity is, really is just to enjoy the weather. When it's just so hot and so miserable to be outside, but it's just to sit outside on my porch at night with that really cool, crisp air. That is my favorite activity. So, Hayley, how about for you? Your favorite fall activity?
I feel like a broken record, but I just like to go hiking in it. We have beautiful foliage in Oklahoma, specifically the Keystone State Park area. The Osage Forest of Peace area has a lot of gorgeous deciduous trees, and so there's lots of oranges and yellows and reds. And so I'm really looking forward to the end of October, early November, so I can go on some hiking adventures and also not get eaten by ticks or melt in 110-degree weather. So that's what I love about fall.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. So let us know what it is that you love about fall and put that comment in. As Hayley said, like and share posts. And each time that you do that, you are entered to win. And we appreciate all support that people give us anytime that they tell a colleague about the Oklahoma Counseling Institute, attend one of our online webinars, which we have several of them coming up. So definitely check that out, where they attend an in-person training, whether they just, talk about us or share something on social media, then you are helping to promote the mission of providing quality continuing education in Oklahoma. So we thank you guys so much for that.
Yes, thank you so much. And we hope to see you at one of our trainings coming up. And hopefully we hear what you're, give us some ideas for some fall activities for the year.
Yeah. So everyone have a good week, and we will see you next Monday.
See you next Monday. Take care.
Bye, everyone.